Hi, I'm Dan Fallon with New Era Systems, and this is a little show and tell on the Wolf Coach trailer that we have prepped and tested and aligned and is now ready to ship. Normally when you're operating this system, once you're up and operational, you would have this plastic down. The system actually has dual air conditioners, so you want to leave this plastic down and zipped up to keep the cool air in, keep your equipment cool. Upgrades that we have done to this truck are that we've installed MCL 3200s, 400 watt EKU TWTs. These have been fully tested. We've also installed two Mytech up converters, EKU. This is the DirecTV antenna. This is obviously our transmission antenna. And then this is one of the air conditioners here. All right, so as you can see, we have shore power cables that we built. These are 75-foot long cables. Most of the maintenance I've been doing, we've been using the shore power. So here we have a transformer. It's a 12.5 kVA transformer, which is more than enough to power, well over the equipment that's installed in this truck. The primary access to the generator is right here, and there's the generator. We are going to do this with generator power, again, as mentioned, just so you can see the generator functioning. All right, so with generator 2, we turn these three buttons on, which is fuel gauge, vent, and we need to turn our fuel pump on. This is the pre-warm right here to pre-warm the generator. This switch, generator start, select generator 2, and then start. And we now have power provided to all of the transmission and receive equipment in the back of the trailer where you control everything. Alrighty, so in here, the RC3000, obviously the antenna controller. We'll boot him up. The system is just powered up. So the first thing we need to do is it needs to learn where it is. And now antenna deployment required to initialize position. So in order to deploy it, just hit enter. What this is going to do is make the antenna stand straight up because the compass is on the back of the antenna. When the antenna is up, it's on the top of the antenna, and that's the only way we're going to get an accurate reading. Okay, so now the antenna is standing up. Now it knows its longitude and latitude, and now it's setting the heading, which is from the compass. I've stored a few satellites. I think this will hold up to 20 different satellites in it. So what we will do now is locate, and now this takes a while. Okay, so now what has occurred is it's actually scanned through the satellite. You haven't seen that because the camera's not pointed at the spectrum analyzer, but it's scanned through it. It found a peak. It goes further to make sure there's no stronger peak, and then it comes back to the actual peak signal. Another upgrade that we did do to this system is we put in bigger dummy loads so that you can actually transmit full power out of both transmitters into either dummy load and not be concerned about overheating the dummy load. And we have HPA1 going into our dummy load right now. We're going to go ahead and transmit. It's gone through the heater time delay. System is up here, just increasing my gain here. My modem is right now at minimum level. But there you can see we're at 164 watts. The system will go up to 300 watts. So now TWT number 2 can come up online. And now I'm going to increase my gain. And we're at about 130 watts here. So these are fairly well balanced, that I did spend some time getting them pretty close. I think we're about 30 or 40 watts off, but that only amounts to, less than just over a dB in this case. So if you were to have to switch tubes, they're balanced well enough that you're not going to aggravate the satellite operators. And on this unit, I did just increase my modulator output so that you can see 270 watts coming out of this. 350 watts coming out of this. So I'm going to stop there.